नमस्कार दोस्तों, welcome to Being Magical.
The ancient Greek philosopher Democritus was a strong proponent of transparency in governance, a principle that emphasized the importance of openness and honesty in political leadership. This principle is not just a dusty historical concept, but a living, breathing ideal that resonates strongly with modern movements for government accountability and anti-corruption measures. In today's world, the demand for transparency in governance has become a global outcry. It is seen as a necessary measure to fight against corruption, promote economic development, and foster social justice. Transparency ensures that citizens have the right to access the information which allows them to hold their leaders accountable. It also helps in making informed decisions and encourages active citizen participation in governance. Today, a multitude of organizations and movements are striving to promote government accountability, underscoring the enduring relevance of Democritus's teachings. These entities act as watchdogs, keeping an eagle's eye on the activities of those in power and demanding they answer for their actions. At the vanguard of these organizations is Transparency International. This global coalition, with chapters in over 100 countries, is dedicated to combating corruption worldwide. They advocate for policies that promote integrity and transparency in public institutions. Their work encompasses a wide range of activities, from publishing annual corruption perception indexes to providing tools for public scrutiny of political behavior. Transparency International does more than just advocate. They actively engage with businesses and civil society to foster a world where transparency, accountability, and the rule of law are the norm. Thus, they continue the legacy of Democritus's call for honesty, accountability, and openness in leadership, showing that the timeless principles of good governance are as relevant today as they were in ancient times. In the vast universe of technology and innovation, the philosophy of Democritus that emphasizes the power of knowledge and innovation finds resonance. A prime example of this is the burgeoning space of open-source software development. This paradigm has revolutionized the way we think about and work with technology. It not only allows for the democratization of software development by enabling anyone with the requisite skills to contribute, but also fosters a collaborative, community-driven approach that is leading to the creation of more robust, secure, and innovative solutions. In tandem with this, we see the rise of collaborative platforms for scientific research, akin to a global laboratory where ideas, findings, and theories are freely exchanged. They have effectively broken down geographical, institutional, and financial barriers that once hindered the dissemination and enrichment of scientific knowledge. These platforms are at the forefront of addressing urgent global challenges by pooling together the collective intellectual prowess of around the world. This reflects Democritus's vision of shared intellectual wealth. All in all, these developments underscore the democratizing potential of technology. Technology has emerged as a great leveler, breaking down traditional barriers and democratizing access to knowledge and information. It is allowing individuals from all parts of the world to contribute their ideas, learn from one another, and work together towards a common goal. This democratizing potential of technology is not only empowering individuals, but also shaping the future of our society as we witness a shift towards a more inclusive, collaborative, and transparent world, echoing the ideals championed by Democritus. Shifting our focus to environmental stewardship, Democritus's understanding of humanity's symbiotic relationship with the natural world is echoed in today's green movements. Noteworthy among these are grassroots organizations like Extinction Rebellion and Fridays for Future. Extinction Rebellion, founded in the United Kingdom in 2018, has dramatically expanded its influence across the globe. Its core philosophy revolves around nonviolent civil disobedience in a bid to compel government action on the climate emergency, biodiversity loss, and the risk of social and ecological collapse. This movement is recognized for its iconic protests and demonstrations, which have provoked vital conversations about climate change and ecological degradation. On the other hand, Fridays for Future, spearheaded by the young activist Greta Thunberg, inspires students globally to take part in school strikes to protest against political inaction on climate change. These strikes have grown exponentially, drawing attention to the urgency of the climate crisis and the need for immediate action. Both these organizations emphasize the critical importance of preserving our planet for future generations, a principle that Democritus himself passionately advocated. They are at the forefront of a global wake-up call, mobilizing activists worldwide to demand immediate and substantial action to combat the escalating environmental crisis. The global movement for internet freedom and digital privacy is a powerful, rapidly growing force that seeks to protect the rights of individuals in an increasingly interconnected world. This movement, which is rooted in the universal values of autonomy, individuality, and freedom from oppressive control, draws inspiration from the philosophical teachings of Democritus. Key to this movement are organizations such as the Electronic Frontier Foundation, a non-profit entity that labors relentlessly to defend civil liberties within the expansive realm of the digital world. These organizations form the backbone of this movement, employing various strategies such as litigation, policy analysis, grassroots activism, and technology development to tackle a broad spectrum of issues including online privacy, free speech, and innovation at risk. The Electronic Frontier Foundation and organizations like it champion the cause of an open and unrestricted internet. They envisage where individuals have the freedom to access information, express their thoughts, and create digital content without fear of undue interference or censorship. This advocacy for unrestricted access to information and freedom of expression is a contemporary manifestation of Democritus's teachings on individual freedom and personal autonomy. It is through this lens that we can discern the profound connection between the global movement for internet freedom and digital privacy and the philosophical teachings of Democritus. Both advocate for the primacy of the individual and the inherent right to freedom, be it of thought, speech, or access to information. This clear parallel underscores the enduring relevance of Democritus's philosophy in our modern digital age. Deeply embedded in the realm of education, initiatives such as debate clubs, problem-solving workshops, and scientific research programs are diligently working to encourage and nurture critical thinking skills among today's youth. These initiatives, serving as contemporary reflections of Democritus's stress on education, are no less than powerhouses of empowerment. By encouraging students to question, analyze, and evaluate, they promote intellectual autonomy, a vital ingredient for the growth of an individual and society. These programs take on a pivotal role in the combat against the growing tide of misinformation and propaganda, a threat more pervasive than ever in today's digital age. They equip individuals with the ability to differentiate fact from fiction, to scrutinize the information they consume, and to understand the agendas that might be driving certain narratives. By empowering individuals to discern truth from falsehood, these initiatives also enable them to resist manipulation by powerful interests. Much like how Democritus advocated the liberating power of knowledge, these initiatives emphasize the importance of intellectual independence. This ability to resist manipulation fosters a society of independent thinkers, capable of critical analysis and free thought, thereby ensuring that the essence of Democritus's philosophical beliefs continues to thrive in the modern world. The principle of judicial independence in democratic societies is a lighthouse that guides the course of governance, serving as a beacon to limit government power and prevent a descent into tyranny and oppression. This principle, which aligns with the ancient teachings of Democritus, is more than an academic ideal. It is a living, breathing force in the world today. The beauty of this principle lies in its evolution. It's not static but dynamic, adapting to the times and acting as a robust counterweight to excessive governmental power. High-profile cases offer concrete examples of this principle in action. Courts, standing as unbiased adjudicators, have on numerous occasions struck down laws or executive orders that were deemed unconstitutional. The landmark case of Marbury versus Madison in the early 19th century in the United States, for instance, set a precedent for judicial review, empowering courts to strike down laws in conflict with the Constitution. More recent examples include the ruling against the Trump administration's attempt to end the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals (DACA) program, highlighting the judiciary's role in checking executive overreach. Such instances underscore the critical role of an impartial judiciary in safeguarding against abuses of power. Unhindered by political pressures and guided solely by the rule of law, an impartial judiciary forms the bedrock of a healthy democracy, serving as the ultimate guardian of civil liberties and constitutional rights. Without such a safeguard, the delicate balance of power within democratic societies may be disrupted, leading to unchecked governmental authority and potential misuse of power. In essence, the principle of judicial independence in democratic societies, the action of courts in high-profile cases, and the integral role of an impartial judiciary are all interwoven threads in the rich tapestry of democracy, collectively safeguarding against abuses of power. The increasing prominence of socially responsible investing and impact investing is an evident marker of the rising awareness of the ethical duties of corporations in today's society. Socially responsible investing involves the practice of making investments in companies and funds that align with one's personal, moral, or ethical beliefs. On the other hand, impact investing specifically targets companies that are focused on generating a positive, measurable social and environmental impact in addition to financial returns. This growing recognition of corporate ethical responsibility signifies a shift from pure profit-driven pursuits to a more conscientious and ethical approach to business and investing. Corporations are now held accountable not just for their financial performance, but also for their impact on society and the environment. This trend is an embodiment of the ancient Greek philosopher Democritus's call for ethical responsibility. It signifies a deliberate effort to promote a more sustainable and equitable economic system that values not just financial gains, but also social and environmental well-being. In essence, it is breathing life into Democritus's principles, transforming his philosophical ideals into tangible actions in the economic sphere. Finally, grassroots movements advocating for fair labor practices and workers' rights firmly demonstrate the extraordinary strength of collective action in confronting corporate greed and exploitation. These movements, often originating at the community level, are composed of passionate individuals who rally together to ensure that workers are treated with dignity and respect. They campaign for a variety of issues, from fair wages and safe working conditions to the right to form unions and collective bargaining. The power of these movements stems from the unity and perseverance of their members. By standing together and refusing to be silenced, they are able to draw attention to unethical business practices and force corporations to reevaluate their policies. This illustrates the immense influence that collective action can have in challenging and altering exploitative systems. These personify the philosophical belief of Democritus, the ancient Greek philosopher, in the strength of community and collaboration. According to Democritus, society thrives when individuals work together, pooling their resources and abilities for the betterment of the whole. Grassroots movements amplify this principle on a grand scale. They show that, united, we can not only resist but also instigate change. By working as a community towards common goals, such movements are a testament to the transformative power of collaboration and unity. They prove that together we can usher in change and bring about fairness. In wrapping up, the teachings of the ancient philosopher Democritus are not just pertinent, but flourishing in our contemporary society. These principles spearhead our ongoing pursuits for transparency, ensuring the public has access to information which was previously guarded or concealed. They underpin the push for accountability, where individuals and institutions are held responsible for their actions and decisions. Moreover, they foster the spirit of innovation, encouraging us to challenge the status quo and create solutions for prevalent issues. The enduring wisdom of Democritus shines through in these movements, demonstrating the timeless appeal and application of his philosophies. His principles have withstood trials of time and continue to guide us as we grapple with the intricate issues of the 21st century. It's important now, more than ever, to not only remember these enduring principles, but to actively incorporate them in our daily lives. This way, we keep the flame of ancient wisdom alive, using it to illuminate our path as we navigate the challenges of the modern era.